From MDM Sports, this is the Merlino Report. Now reporting, Matthew Merlino. Good evening and welcome to the Merlino Report. I'm Matthew Merlino and it is Monday, September 13th, 2021, and the headline of the day is this. The Portland Grand Prix lived up to expectations as a raucous start in Turn 1 claimed multiple cars in a big crash, and the leaders blew through the chicane, which set the stage for dueling race strategies. Once the 110 laps were done, Alex Palou turned a terrible start from pole into a big win. The Spaniard's third victory of the year was produced after two terrible races, where the Chip Ganassi Racing Drivers' Championship lead was surrendered to the Streaking Pato Award from Ara McLaren SP. It looked like more misery was on hand as he and teammate Scott Dixon were demoted to the back after AMSP's Felix Rosenqvist nudged Dixon entering Turn 1 at the start and forced the CGR driver to go straight, blocking the path for Palou, who went straight as well. Felipe, Albuquerque, and Ricky Taylor took another big step toward the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship DPI title with a convincing victory in Sunday's Hyundai Monterrey Sports Car Championship at Michelin Raceway Laguna Seca. The two drivers combined in the number 10 Konica Minolta Acura ARX 05 for their third victory of the season, but their first since Mid-Ohio. It was the 27th for Ricky Taylor and 45th for Wayne Taylor Racing, and 8th for Albuquerque. Provisionally, they hold a 100-point lead in the standings over Felipe Nasr and Pippo Durrani with two races remaining, 2,765 to 2,665. Taylor took the checkered flag 14.875 seconds ahead of Renger van der Zande in the number 01 Chip Ganassi Racing Cadillac DPI BR, started by Kevin Magnussen. Van der Zande caught points runner-up Nasr in the closing laps to take second, and with it valuable points, with Nasr and Durrani third in the number 31 Whelen Engineering Cadillac. And Daniel Riccardo won a thrilling Italian Grand Prix ahead of McLaren teammate Lando Norris after championship rivals Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton came to blows again in a terrifying airborne crash. The two title protagonists were kept separated in the first stint by Norris, who bottled Hamilton in fourth and split him from Verstappen's fight with leader Riccardo. But a slow stop by the Red Bull Racing mechanics conspired to drop the Dutchman off the lead battle. Mercedes stopped Hamilton shortly afterwards, and his stop was also slow, dropping him onto the track alongside Verstappen as they entered the chicane. The Briton with the inside line and squeezing the Dutchman onto the apex at Turn 2. Verstappen clattered over the high curbs and speared listlessly into Hamilton as he tried to navigate the turn, and as they touched wheels, the RB16B launched its rear into the air and landed heavily on top of the W12, its rear left tire sitting perilously on top of the halo, just inches from Hamilton's helmet. The tangled cars bounced to a stop in the gravel trap. Verstappen extricated himself rapidly from the car and marched off in disgust. Hamilton took his time to catch his breath before pulling himself from the wreckage. That's the Merlino Report for this Monday, September 13th, 2021. I'm Matthew Merlino, reporting from somewhere in New Jersey, saying good night.